Welcome back to the Chelsea Career Mode here on FC24. We're getting towards the very end of this third season. The Premier League title fight is very much alive between four of us, maybe even five if you count West Ham. They're on 59 points, although they have played 2 games more than ourselves and Manchester City, who we face in the first game today. So win it and we will go top by 2 points and everything will be in our hands. Draw it and we'll go level with Liverpool, stay second on goal difference, and it's not in our hands. Lose it and City take the front seat, and continually it's not in our hands. It's going to be a really intense end of season. Not only do we have Premier League football today, we have Champions League football with Paris Saint-Germain in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. The game against Newcastle in the FA Cup semi-final is just around the corner as well. Holy moly, send help. It's going to be an intense end to hopefully a treble winning season. That'd be lovely. That's the dream. That's the plan. We say thank you to those who continue to show your support in the comment section. That's Asian, not Chinese. We've got official Swilly. And we also have in there elk meat and DMT. I'm going to go as far as to say that I think you're a Joe Rogan podcast fan. That is going to be all for a short intro. Just drop the video a like and subscribe to the channel. That's all I can really ask, really, isn't it? Let's go and play Manchester City, shall we? Their team: Foden, Haaland, Bernardo, McAtee, Mateus Nunes, De Bruyne, Teo, Ake, Diaz, Kabore, and Ederson. Win and go top, lose and go third. It's that simple. Up to Bernardo Silva, overlapping run of Issa Kabore, now back from his loan at Luton. Pretty sure it was only a loan to Luton, right? Right? Oh, God. Somebody... Oh, God. No! Oh, God! It just wouldn't fall to anyone other than a Manchester City man. I got the tackle in and then tried to clear it, and Haaland tackled me, and then it fell to McAtee, whose shot was blocked. It fell to McAtee again. It wouldn't be a game against Manchester City without a James McAtee goal, really, would it? This man's going to go. I'll feed him into the gap, and it really is well fed. Ruben Diaz is with me, but a bit more power on this. I'll be honest, though, it wasn't meant for Reece James, but Reece James has got it. And Nkunku is available here. And Christopher Nkunku nearly sweeps us an equalising goal, but Ederson makes a very comfortable save in the end. Osimhen kind of ran the wrong channel, but actually might end up working for us. It did in terms of creating the opportunity. Just trying to place that. And had it been on target, it would have beaten the keeper, but slightly too high. Mateus Nunes in the gap between lines. Enzo trying to fill in at the minute whilst Reece James was a little bit wayward. Enzo trying to do it again. Sterling now, the man trying to show some sort of defensive nous. Haaland cuts it back. Bernardo Silva makes it 2. Manchester City are storming to first place in the Premier League right now. As we said in the game against Arsenal, when we had them in the cup in the last episode, if you lose in the league, it is recoverable. Whereas if you lose in that knockout cup competition, it's not recoverable. We were able to get the victory against Arsenal in the cup. We were able to get the victory against City when we played them in the cup recently as well. And if we can maybe find a way back into this game, we might not be out of the Premier League title race yet. James with the delivery. Osimhen is up. Ruben Diaz wins the header. Thought it was going to change me to Farrell Shelia. Changed me to someone else, and I quite simply just ran away from the football. If I'd have got a goal at the very beginning of the half there, I'd have said maybe we could still win this. I'm going to need to get a goal before 75th minute, really, if we stand a chance of maybe drawing this. At the moment, I don't look like I can really do much against this City backline. It's not necessarily the best of warm-ups for the first leg against PSG, is it really? Hopefully PSG will be easier to play against, and Nkunku does really well. Farrell Shelia just need to get away from everyone that's around him, and if that squeezes its way through, we're in a great position. This could squeeze its way through. Nkunku's dropped the shoulder, he's beaten the man, and he's scored the goal, and we are back in it at 2-1. All right, good. Keep it going. Thank you, Christopher. Nkunku's in that gap. Osimhen has gone. And he's onside here. Victor this time. No, Ederson with the save. Tried to replicate the chance we had in the first half that went just over the bar, but this time get it on target. It was on target. Oh, but Ederson just so happens to be in the way every bloody time at the moment. Brings it down, Nkunku. And racing away. Osimhen is in a great position, and I trust Nkunku's passing. Oh, but Osimhen can't find Sterling. I had to try something. It didn't work. We lose to Manchester City in the first game of the day. We will drop from second to third. They will jump from third to first. And there's a point between ourselves and Liverpool. And there's a point between Liverpool and Manchester City. Now, we'll go to the post-match press conference. Try and keep morale high. United lose and Villa draw, so they're dropping further points behind us, but it's only really ourselves, City, Liverpool and Arsenal that are in the title fight right now. And it's a title fight that at the minute we are third best in. Crystal Palace next. Palace with Retegui up top actually. Golovin and Bernardeschi on the wings. Phillips, Lavia and Doucouré in the central midfield positions. Sal Coco at centre-back is one I am not familiar with. He's doing fantastically well for Movember. Dean Henderson in goal. You can see that Eberechi Eze is suspended for this fixture, which is good news for us. They've lost 3 of their last 5, which is good news for us. I have to rotate a little bit, though, which is not great news for me. But our quality in depth is second to none right now, so we won't be that concerned. Retegui out to Golovin on the left-hand side here. Front of those Crystal Palace Ultras. He's doing a wonderful job. And then Tyrick Mitchell, unfortunately for him, is the man that's on the end of the pass. The cutback, if that falls to a striker, that's 1-0 Palace. But it didn't. It was a left back. Gallagher, Gonçalves, lovely turn. Gallagher again. Gonçalves is still there. Kvaratskhelia there. He's got loads in the middle. He'll go back to Chilwell. He'll probably go short to Kvaratskhelia here. No, it's Gonçalves. It's Conor Gallagher. The ball in the middle, lads. You're not going to score from there. You might score from... What's he doing? He took control of the ball and stood there. Victor, my man, you are 91 rated and I paid a lot of money for you. I didn't pay that money for you to take control of the ball and stand there 5 yards out from goal and not freaking kick it. What was that about? 0-0 still. Should be 1-0 Chelsea. Thankfully, won't be 1-0 Palace as their move comes to a close. Get this. Pedro, make a run. Oh! Lads, you are so infuriating. You really are. And Osimhen via Noni Madueke. And now Victor's decided he's just going to take it on himself, but he's running further and further towards the corner. You've got Gonçalves with you here. You need to be more urgent with it. They take so much time to make a decision. Come on, shoot! Someone shoot! Oh, stab me in the eye with a fork. I'm sure I will edit in some of the highlights, considering it's still 0-0. Some of the highlights been outrageously infuriating because they just show no urgency. They get into a really good position and then just take extra touch, take extra touch, take extra touch, wait for the defender to close them down and then try and pass or shoot, and it's too late. Broja. Nkunku, he'll shoot, he'll score. Thank the Lord for Christopher Nkunku. That's why he won the Ballon d'Or. That's why he's a match winner for us. That's why he should start every game, Ches. Even when you do rotate, Nkunku needs to be in the 11. It's not the first time he's saved us from the brink of a draw with a good goal. He's the one that always acts on instinct and shoots immediately or quickly. Thank you, Mr. Nkunku. Merci, monsieur. Having won the league already, I know we're going for a treble, but the most important thing is that we win the Champions League this season. So I'm quite happy to keep simming the occasional game in the Prem. The way that the fixtures are going to be lined up and the way that the season is going to pan out, we're not probably going to end up simming many games remaining anyway. Provided we can just get this one away from the box, we should get... a 1-0 win from it! Youssoufa Moukoko, in the third of 2 minutes added on, equalises for Crystal Palace, because of course he does. That's a draw then. Cheers, ref. Thanks for blowing the whistle when you were supposed to. Alright. I tell you what, I can't wait to go and play PSG. Why is Roy's hair getting all windswept in the bloody tunnel? Liverpool lost 3-0. Liverpool lost 3-0. It's not the end of the world. Provided But City dropped points as well. I didn't see City's result. Still, regardless, bring on Crystal Palace. Bring on Paris Saint-Germain. So how do PSG look at this stage of this save? Donnarumma still in goal. Andy Robertson, Luca Hernandez, Marquinhos and Taylor. Liam Taylor at right back. Patreon player. Wow, at PSG. Bruno Guimaraes, João Paulinho, who we sold to them, and Pedri in the midfield with Dembele, Xavi Simons on the left, and Mbappe, of course, through the middle. On the bench, Skriniar, Toni Kroos, Ekitike, Carlos Soler, Keylor Navas if they need someone in goal, which they certainly won't because they never do in career mode. It's a Gagan pressing side though, so it's going to be difficult to play against. We'll be in our alternate strip again. Everybody's fully fit, but I am going to swap Kvaratskhelia and Sterling, and we'll see if it works well that way round at your advice. Alright. Apparently the Champions League music's changed. Having a party in Paris. Hopefully we'll have a party in Paris and we'll pummel PSG. That's the plan. Strong first leg would be lovely, but... Oh! Calm down, Pedri. It's only going to be a yellow, I'd imagine. The referee won't ruin the game this early on, surely. Yes, it is a yellow card. He can't believe it, but I can. We're going to see a replay of it. Yeah, Kylian needs to take him away. It wasn't a good challenge at all. Okay, that was two-footed and a lunge. He's lucky to stay on the pitch. I didn't think it was two-footed. I thought it was just slightly late. It was actually a very nasty challenge. That was Udogie-esque. Musiala just waiting there for it. Can I get that to Nkunku? I want to. I can do now. And Osimhen. Oh, Nkunku's passing is just so good. You know, if you're playing a ball like that, it will reach its target because Nkunku's passing is just sensational. Unfortunately, Victor Osimhen's control wasn't quite as it needed to be to keep him away from the defender. Here comes Xavi Simons again. Down the left-hand side for them. Kylian Mbappe drifting into that channel as he loves to do. Oh, it fell to the right back. It fell to the right back. They had so many extra men over. They ended up with a lack of offensive players and had to use the fullback as the extra man over. And Nkunku's going on a nice run. Victor Osimhen is not the man to play a pass with, evidently. Mbappe and Robertson. You know what to expect from Andy Robertson. Direct running. Dembele. Wow. PSG should absolutely be at least 1, if not 2-0 up in this game so far. Had to go all the way back to Marquinhos there. You can see how high they're pushing. That's their centre-back partnership. Well inside our half. Even when we get the ball and try and counter, they're not exactly dropping off anywhere, are they? I asked for a first-time pass from Enzo and I didn't get it. And now Kylian Mbappe scored. Oh, man! Come on! They're going to gegenpress. I've got to play those quick, snappy passes. When I press button, you do thing, please. It's not a good day for me so far, is it? 1-0 PSG. Corner PSG looking to take a 2-0 lead in at half-time here. I was worried about the cutback from Dembele. He's just kept going on his left. And Xavi Simons makes it PSG 2, Chelsea 0. Doing his best Gabi Jesus impression. It's a hell of a finish, to be fair. It's a very, very good finish. I am a little concerned at the moment. He's literally kicked through Marquinhos' legs. Yeah, not my day today at all. Thankfully, it's over 2 legs and it is recoverable. If we can get ourselves at least back to within 1 goal like we did against City, then maybe. Just let me play on! It's their free kick! What for? Oh, it's not my day! It's not my day! Down the line. That inside. Where's Nkunku? He's made a good run, but he's a little bit too little, too late. A look for Osimhen here in the gap. Victor Osimhen and Musiala. How's Donnarumma kept that out? How has Donnarumma kept that out? Pedri. Thank you, Chile. Just run. Someone come across and help me. Where's the... Really? No, Kylian. Come on. Go! Run, Christopher. God damn it. Run, Nkunku. Please. Run. 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 Find Osimhen. Volley that home. Get in! 86th minute. Didn't really need much power on it. Just diverting the flight of the ball. And Donnarumma beaten with what may well be only our first or second shot of the game. It's not a very clean connection, and as such, it just kind of bounces underneath Donnarumma rather than going clean. It's just really hard for the keeper to track. Osimhen arguably fouled in the process as well. 86th minute, the game is back on again. All of the frustration coming out in that one moment. Free kick PSG, stoppage time, floated. One well by Tomori, one well by Reece James, Sterling, Osimhen. Got runners. We've got runners. Sterling's inside. Touch is heavy, but Chile's on the overlap. Come on. Oh, what an interception. It's still alive. No, it's not. It's not alive anymore. That one goal back might be what changes the overall outlook of the tie come the end of the second leg. Just a one goal deficit is so much better in a game that's going to be that difficult to try and overturn. We've got Leicester next in the Premier League. We'll go and play that, and then the first game, or do I just sim Leicester? No, I'll play the remaining games in the Premier League as well. Let's go for this treble. A defeat to City, a draw with Palace, a defeat to PSG. It's not been a great start today, but if I can get a win against Leicester at home, then at least we've done something today. I'm down to 5th, for Christ's sake. Leicester with Mavididi, Daka, Moreira, Dewsbury Hall, Barrero, and Ndidi, Thomas, Cody, Todibo, Gusto, and Ward. They won their last game, but they lost 3 prior to that. They're 15th in the league. They are there for the taking and very much beatable. Barrero and Madeira, well intercepted by Tomori. Excellent defensive work. Nkunku will lay this in front of Mudryk, who will just, quite simply, be Mykhailo Mudryk. Direct running at the back line. Lovely ball. Broja's first touch is excellent. He's got the pace to beat the man, and the finish on the end of the run. Chelsea 1, Leicester 0. Armando Broja makes the breakthrough. This hopefully will be a bit more straightforward than the previous 2 we've played today. Oh, I couldn't quite get there with Reece James. And Dewsbury Hall. And Ndidi, they're just loitering on the edge of my box now, trying to find the space to get the shot away. And Diogo Costa makes the save in the end, thankfully. No equalising goal for Leicester yet. Let's go long to Broja. Knock it down. Up we go, please, Armando. Well up, lad. Noni, good touch and turn. And Nkunku. And Broja. Oh, nice turn. And Broja! It's 2. He's the man of the moment today, Armando Broja. We lead by 2 goals to 0. It was a good move, to be fair. Lumped it up to him. Nodded it down. Not great. Actually forced Madueke back a bit. But then immediate positive forward running. Forward passing. And Nkunku's obviously always available. And Broja spins the man well and finishes on his weak foot into the top corner. This one is going to plan. Thank the Lord for that. Gusto. Down the line to Galeno. DSRC out to try and deal with him. She hasn't done. Chile's there. Right, that was my attempted slide tackle with DSRC. Registered as a lobbed pass with Ben Chilwell. Mavididi with the corner. And keeper's up for this. Mudryk almost broke his bloody collarbone there. Why the keeper was up in the 85th minute, I've no idea. It's going to be a free kick to me now anyway. So Leicester aren't going to get themselves one back in this. 2-1 seems to be the scoreline of choice today, doesn't it? I haven't been very good defensively. Not been able to keep a clean sheet in any game. 2 conceded to City. 2 conceded to Paris Saint-Germain. Really, really annoyed at the goal conceded to Crystal Palace at the end of that game. But hopefully we can keep a clean sheet in this one to give us something to build on for the game against Paris Saint-Germain at the beginning of the next episode. This is working its way around dangerously in the box. And thankfully, we've gotten rid of it. I was nervous there for a moment, but we got rid of it fine. Chelsea 2, Leicester 0, 3 points on the board. Now, if Liverpool and Manchester City could do me what would be a giant favour and drop more points, that'd be lovely. Looks like we're the only ones playing on that particular match day. So I don't know what the Premier League table looks like right now. We were 5th prior to kickoff, but it's getting very, very congested at the top of the table. And that 4-way title fight, if I dropped to 5th, may well now be a 5-way title fight. Liverpool losing 3-0 at home has definitely helped, but it's City that are the ones that have got the run of form right now, and they might be edging slightly clear towards the top of the table. We're advanced to midweek, so that all of that weekend's round of fixtures are played. And what does the league table look like? We are still 5th. Wow. Yep. It's a 5-way title fight. City on 66 points. Then 4 teams on 65. West Ham with a game played extra. We have the worst goal difference of all of them, and there are 6 games left to go in the Premier League season. That is a title fight, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very close one. Things are never done simply in a Chesnoid Career Mode, are they? Ever. Second leg against PSG to come in the next episode. That'll be on Monday, because this was Friday's video. As well as an FA Cup semi-final against Newcastle, as well as a league game against Newcastle as well. And then we've got those 5 remaining Premier League games, plus hopefully an FA Cup final, plus hopefully Champions League semi-finals as well. But it hangs in the balance on all 3 fronts. And at least on 2 of the fronts, we'll know what the next chapter holds come Monday. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more. I didn't really feel any difference swapping Kvaratskhelia and Sterling around for that first game against PSG, so I think I'll leave them where they are right now. But this season is ending on quite a crescendo, isn't it? Join me on Monday for more. Enjoy your weekend. I'll be live over the weekend on stream, so come and join me. Link down below. I'll see you next time.